Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is ANKITA BISWAS. Welcome once again. Please hit the subscribe button below and join the family. I would love to have you here. So for today's video, I wanted to do a very simple get ready with me kind of video because I was sent this new foundation from Charlotte Tilbury and I just wanted to put it on test. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation and stays all day and all night. Not that you should be wearing your makeup all day all night, but it's a long wear, definitely a long wear foundation, and I haven't used it ever, so I want to play with it, see whether I like it. I'm not sure even about the coverage. What I heard from here and there is that it is a full coverage foundation, but we'll find it out, and if it is, then I'll have to see if I like it or not, because I stay away from full coverage foundation, although I have so many acne scars and active acne, but I don't like full coverage foundations as such. The only one that I like so far is the Shiseido Synchro Sync foundation, and that one I absolutely love. So without further ado, let's begin the video. So to start off with, I will use my favorite primer at the moment, which is the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. It's a really good primer for everyday as well as for glam days. So I'll just take a very small amount and apply it all over my face. Although it is a pore filling or pore diffusing primer, it doesn't feel very silicone-y, or basically the silicone texture. It feels very hydrating, so that's the reason I like this primer, and it keeps my makeup, like my foundation, put for a very long time. My skin, I don't know what's wrong. Maybe last week I tried few new products, like a new brand sent me a new skincare product, and I just tried it once and I broke out, so I'm not very sure. Again, I don't want to blame a product by just using it once, but this extreme breakout or active acne just happened after I used it. Not like the entire range, just one particular product from that brand. So yeah, maybe it did not suit me. I'll talk about it later, maybe on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram and want to keep yourself updated, please follow me. I'll leave my handle on the screen and in the description box below. Anyways, so let's start with the foundation. They sent me the shade 10 Neutral, so I had to choose my shade when I got an email. So I chose 10 Neutral because I thought having a neutral undertone would be the safest bet. Let's see. I don't know how much what's the coverage, so I'll just take one pump, this much. So the shade looks a little dark and also very orangey. I wouldn't say this is a neutral undertone, like definitely not a neutral undertone, but I try and make foundation work. I just don't I try my best not to throw away. If the shade is off, I'll use a concealer or mix it with some other foundation, but makeup is expensive, so I just don't want to throw them away. So let's give it a try. So I'll again dot it with my fingers. Oh no, the shade, it's really dark. I don't mind if the shade is dark, honestly, but the undertone is definitely not neutral. It looks very orange. So I'm not very sure. Now I might just look like I don't know what, but we'll continue with the video. I don't want to remove it. I'll take my Morphe Beauty sponge, it's damp, and start blending it. I'm really scared to blend it because, okay, let's just do it. I wouldn't blame the brand as such because I chose the shade, but I am usually good with matching my foundations online. Like, so far I haven't had any issues, and I buy my makeup like online most of the times, like 90% of the time. But you see, this is definitely not neutral undertone. Like, it is very orange, very orange. Although I have an olive undertone, so it shouldn't look this orange. I don't know, we'll just work through it. maybe concealer will save the day. When it comes to the coverage, it is medium coverage, I would say, medium to full, but you still can see my scars, so I definitely wouldn't say it's a full coverage foundation. Like texture, obviously I can't do anything, but you can still see the acne marks as well. I have to take it everywhere to like look the difference. Okay, this video didn't start very well. Oh my god, it looks so funny. Definitely taking down my neck like I don't have a choice. Maybe if I got a shade lighter, but still the undertone, I don't know why is it so orange. Like, have you guys tried this foundation? If yes, like, what's your thought? Is it just the shade, or it's with other shades too? So I'm taking it everywhere, like on my ears, behind my ears, everywhere my skin is showing. So I'm not trying to build it up because I don't want to look more orange. And it's not that it oxidized after I applied, like the undertone itself is very orangey. But if you see up close, the finish, it's very, very beautiful. Like, despite being a medium coverage foundation, it looks very skin-like and it blended beautifully. So I don't have any complaints with the formula. Yeah, the formula, my skin looks good, except for the fact that I have acne everywhere. Just that the shade is bad, and it can be my fault because I chose it, but I chose it because it said neutral undertone. So for the concealer, I don't want to experiment with any new concealer and want to use my trustworthy e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I'm in the shade Medium Sand. I hope this helps with whatever I'm looking right now. I'll take it almost everywhere, I guess, to balance out the color. On a normal day, I wouldn't apply so much concealer. I don't like caking up or piling up my products, but today, since the color is so off, I just have to, I guess. This is a really, really good concealer. Like, it's just for $6, I guess, $6, and it blends beautifully. The coverage is amazing. Let's see up close, it looks very, very natural. And yeah, I like this over the original Camo concealer. I like that one too, but that is like a proper matte full coverage. After the concealer, it isn't looking so bad, I guess. What do you think? Now with bronzer and blush, everything should work and I wouldn't look like an orange for sure. So yeah, I'm not throwing it away. Like, I'm obviously not throwing it away. It's Charlotte Tilbury. I'll use it till the last drop if I can, because it is very expensive. And just because I was sent, that doesn't mean I'll discard it. For setting under my eyes, I'll use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. Okay, so this is from the same line, but I don't know. Again, no complaints with the formula, just the shade, but this is like one of my favorite powder. Like the best setting powder out there. So I'll take it, I'm in the shade medium, and I'll take it on the same sponge and put it under my eyes. I'll take it slightly on my acne too, wherever I used the concealer. Actually, I used the concealer all over, so I'll put it maybe all over my face. For bronzer, I'm taking the Marc Jacobs Tentastic bronzer. Let me quickly check, because I knew that September onwards Marc Jacobs is discontinuing their beauty line. That's why most of their products were on 50% off. So I'm not sure if this is still available. Just give me a second, I'll quickly check. I can see it on Amazon, but it is super overpriced, like way more than double, plus they are charging a shipping. So Yeah, definitely don't buy it from Amazon. I think they have discontinued it. Let me check on Marc Jacobs website. So if you see Marc Jacobs website, I don't know if you can see, so they have it, like they have the shade terracotta only, which is medium terracotta. I think if you're my skin tone, it's the tantric shade. It's one shade darker, but it's a bronzer. I think you can work with it, and it's on 50% off. It is a really good bronzer. I picked it up long back. I love the undertone because it isn't too red, too orange, and it has the color, gives both the contour and the bronzer color. So I like products which can do both. These are super pigmented, so I tap off. I did not spoil my mirror. I kept the sheet to protect my mirror. So you see the undertone or the color, it gives enough bronziness but also the contouring shadow. So it's a really good bronzer, and I mean, when this was in stock and in the market, I think people were obsessed with it. Now for blush, I wanted to keep it very neutral but just a little flush. So I'm using the Kylie Cosmetics pressed blush powder in the shade Pink Powder. This is how the shade looks. It's a very muted pink. It's towards cool tone, but I wouldn't say like extremely cool tone. It's a very pale neutral pink. But yes, for my complexion, again, you'll have to build this color because it's very light. But once you build it up, it looks very beautiful in terms. It looks very natural and like flush from within kind of a look. But these are super powdery. It is a good blush, but just dust off the excess. So if you see up close, you can't see a lot of color, also because it's a cool tone pink. Under natural light, you'll see a very beautiful flush, but you can honestly skip this color if you're my complexion, because again, as I told you, it's a very pale color. And if you want a little more pop, like if you like a little more pop of color in general, it's okay, you don't have to buy it. I will skip highlighter because I have a lot of texture. Now for eyes. Again, since it's a get ready with me, and I want to show you what I do like when I have to leave the house on weekdays or on weekends. That's what I end up doing, and that's what I'll do. Very simple. I just take a brown kajal and put it on my lash line. Sometimes I smudge it and wing it out, or sometimes I just keep it as is. I'm using the NYX Kajal. This is the Eyebrow Pencil in the shade dark brown. Just draw a line on my lash line, on my top lash line, and leave it as is. I don't want to wing it out today. I have been doing a lot of wings. I have been testing myself a lot and doing a lot of wings lately, so I wouldn't do it. But this brown is like really beautiful brown, like very rich brown, and the pencil is really good. You don't have to struggle a lot. I'll slightly just smudge it. I won't wing it for sure. I'll take the same bronzer and take a fluffy brush and throw it on my crease. This I do it almost every day. Like if I don't even wing or use a liner, I throw bronzer on my crease or my blush. Same thing on the lower lash line. I also use eyeshadow on my lower lash line because I crease a lot under my eyes no matter which concealer I use. So I just feel this might help not make this particular area crease. I'll curl my lashes. Before mascara, I'll quickly set my face, and for that I'm using the Catrice Matte Finish Anti-Shine Fixing Spray. It's a really good spray. It's just that it's the matte one. I would have preferred having the hydrating one. It has a very strong fragrance though, and it's not a continuous mist, so but it doesn't spit on you. Just that the smell, it's really strong. For mascara, I am using the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extension Mascara. that's the mascara. Now for eyebrow, Charlotte Tilbury also sent me their 2 brow pencil. One is the brow cheat and the other one is brow lift, and their 2 brow gels. One is the brow fix, which is the clear one, and the legendary brow, which is the tinted one. I'm in the shade dark brown. Yeah, in the brow cheat it's dark brown. Actually in both it is dark brown. The difference is the brow lift is like the Anastasia one, the brow wiz, with a thicker, what do you say? You got it right. And this one has a similar one, but the thinner one, if you see. So I usually stay away from the thick ones because I have thick brows. Like I have quite defined brows and I don't need a lot of color. I have used these pencils and I really love it. Like I love it very close to the Benefit brow, the one that I love using it. And the shade is very, very good. I don't fill a lot because I have dark browns, dark brows naturally. So I just fill in the sparse area. And let me tell you, I have sparse areas because I don't get my brows done or brows threaded. For years now I have been just shaving them and plucking them, shaping them on my own. So sometimes I shave it incorrectly and that's how I get those sparse areas. You see the color, I really love the color. It's like a perfect match to my hair color as well as my brows. I will use the clear one because again I use a tinted brow gel when I don't use a pencil. The spoolie is like a very basic spoolie. People usually prefer a thin one, but I am good with it till the time it's the clear one. For a tinted one, yes, I do prefer a thin one. That's how it looks. I've used it again before and honestly it doesn't keep it like very feathery. It sets the brow well, but not like, it doesn't keep it this way, the way you would expect from a soap brow or something like that. Now for the lips, since we are approaching fall, like we are almost there, there is a very cool breeze in the wind already. So I wanted to start transitioning into fall color, and for that I wanted to use this Buxom Plump Line Lip Liner crayon in the shade, now that's the tricky one, in the shade Undercover. I think I'll just use this and top it off with a gloss. It's slightly darker than a basic nude or my Milani Color Statement lip liner, which I use almost in every video. I don't know if I mentioned it, I used the same lip liners every video because I just have 3 lip liners to be honest. One pinky nude, one brown nude and one lighter brown, because I think that's sufficient for you. You don't need multiple colored lip liners as such. This is a really good color on its own. Very fall vibe. Actually the whole makeup now I see looks very fall-y type, everyday fall makeup, but I'll do that also very soon. I'll switch things up a little. For the lip gloss, I wanted to use the Buxom full-on plumping lip cream gloss, and it's in the shade Moscow Mule. One of my favorite cocktails, and honestly I didn't know the name. These are the plumping ones. So it's almost the same color if you see. Have you tried the Too Faced lip injection, the plump ones? I haven't. Like I feel quite a sensation. I wouldn't say a very strong, but a very prominent tingling effect with this itself. And I have heard the Too Faced ones are really, really strong. So I'm really scared of trying. Let me know if you have tried, and if yes, like, is it bearable? That's it for the video. Very, I would say, towards fall makeup every day. Like this is what I do on a day-to-day basis, like on a daily basis. When I leave house, I switch the lip color. Maybe if I want to match my eyeshadow or my eyes with the color of what I'm wearing, I'll add colors accordingly. But the base pretty much is like this. I use a highlighter when I have good skin day. Today wasn't that day. The whole idea of this video was honestly to test the Charlotte Tilbury foundation and the brows. The brows I am a huge fan of. The foundation, again, I'm going to show you up close. It looks really good. Really good. It is medium coverage because I just used one layer and it pretty much covered everything. But yeah, you can build it up to a full coverage, I think. Maybe I'll try it some other day. Just that the shade is very off for me, and if you are my skin tone, shade 10 neutral is not going to be your shade. The problem, I think, isn't also the shade particularly, it's the undertone. I don't know why it is so orange. Again, if you have used it, let me know if it is only with this particular shade or the whole line in general has a more orange undertone. Apart from that, I really like my makeup. It looks very natural, and yeah, as I told you, you might not be able to see a lot with your naked eyes the blush color, but if I see it on mirror, I see a very beautiful flush. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know if you like these first impression or a review video, because I would love to do more for you. I love testing new products and I love recommending more products. I don't encourage you to buy everything that I recommend. I would never do that. But yeah, for me, like, I love testing new products, and if something is really good, I would want you guys to know as well. So that's the whole idea. Thank you so much for watching. If you like these kind of videos, please give it a huge thumbs up. Thank you so much for supporting me as usual. It means a lot to me. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.